girls. It picked up. What's going on, girls? I've never made a Skype call to City Girls, like, ever. But this last little situation, this is a chop. But I need to talk to my girls, all my City Girls. Come up in the room. As you can tell by the title of this call, yes, oh yes, the City Girls have flopped. But I'm not really surprised. And I actually saw this coming. If I had to be completely honest, right? I want to take you back to 2018. Okay? I felt like the City Girls brand was fresh in 2018 because we did not have that kind of topic of music that was relevant at the time. Of course, we had female rappers back then around that time, you know, hinting and alluding to needing a rich man or wanting a rich man. If you ain't got nothing, you can't come around here. Like, you know, that ain't nothing new. And of course, you take it back all the way to Trina, the originator in my mind, the little Kims and Trinas of the world that really, really took it in and really gave us that effect, okay? And really made us feel like, bitch, we need ballers, shot callers. So the City Girls came out and made that fresh, hip, and new with their first EP. Well, I want to say album, EP. I felt like it was so refreshing, but also kind of memeable. Walk with me, City Girls. Not saying y'all a joke, but at that time, it was good music. It was twerkable, but it was also funny. It was also lighthearted in a sense, and it was something that we have not had at that time. You could relate to it because they were homegirl-esque, you know, they felt like girls you knew, which kind of reminds me of the girls today, which is one of my points. Follow along with me, girl. Of course, you know JT went to jail and got out, and Carisha had to hold the brand down as best as she could. And I remember back then, like, everybody was talking about how she couldn't perform and she didn't. Carisha was not the one. I know it was many a times that she wanted to give up, and I know she went through a lot of mental scrutiny with that. So I don't even want to make jokes about it. But I mean, you know, to do this music industry thing is so hard. It's not easy. People make it seem like it's so easy and it's so, like, I could do that. But once you up in that gig, honey, it is not giving that, I promise you. I feel like nobody could have walked in Carisha's shoes at that time when JT went away. Nobody could understand it. Nobody will be able to relate. Nobody could walk in those shoes, all right? However, I say all that to say, I feel like Carisha held on to the brand as long as she could, but that definitely stopped the momentum a little bit, to me, personally. This is going to be a new female hip-hop duo that's going to take over the industry, which they had the cards all there for them. But in my mind, I think they got too comfortable. And because the girls were up in this comfortability, and because they were up in here being comfortable and spending all this coin and having all this success, well, that gave room for new girls to come and take that formula while y'all over there being all fancy and famous off of one or two records. Other female rappers definitely took note of what's working for the City Girls and definitely went on and tried to make City Girl music and took their formula. No shade. And we can sit up here and laugh at City Girls all we want about flopping today, but let's not be blind here, or let's not be asinine and say that the City Girls did not have a big cultural stamp on the culture. Like, girl, everybody wanted to be from Miami. I remember everybody wanted to be from Miami when the City Girls first came out. Girl, please. Act up, you can get snatched up. For real, let's be honest here. But the thing is, there's a difference between making a sickening discography and having viral songs. Oh, yes. Because even when JT got out of jail, if I had to be honest, okay? I'm just being real here. Because I live for these girls, right? Even when JT came out of jail and she released that record immediately out of jail, I don't know why, I just felt like it fell onto deaf ears. I felt like something was missing. I don't know if it just didn't feel, it was kind of overhyped in a sense where everybody was free JT, but when she came out, nothing really changed. Am I wrong? Like, it felt like the City Girls brand didn't take off immediately. I guess as a consumer, I was expecting when JT came out, okay, now we have the girls. Let's take them to the next level. Let's really push this. And I think that started to happen later on, AKA around like a year ago. But I don't think that QC did not capitalize completely off the potential of the City Girls. And that's just me being honest. Like, I don't think that there was a strategic plan there. I don't feel like there was execution really there besides maybe reaching for a new hit viral single. And so that brings me down to the girls. Let's take it down to the girls, right? The two members of the group. We have Carisha and JT. And off the rip, clearly JT is the artist in this group. Carisha is just the personality of the group and the personality in general of why she's even popping today, in my humble opinion, is because Carisha is a personality. She's really good at what she does. She's really good at captivating people. I hope that Carisha Please and everything that she does goes super, super far because she's so good at it. And she does media very well. And I feel like she's eating the girls up, no shade. To the point where I can also see people trying to take Carisha's formula and trying to flip if or when music does not work for them to try to go and do what Carisha's doing. No shade. Let's not do a side eye to Carisha just because she's not the rapstress of the group, right? No, she's not an artist to me. I don't think Carisha never ever was the artist of the group. I think she was always there to be the funny personality kind of thing because JT, on the other hand, is a very introverted girl. But she loves rapping. She loves the art of rapping and making and creating. I think Carisha likes to create, but I think JT creates from a more artistic way of, I want to really be that rap girl. Like, I want to be that next girl up. For real, for real. JT has every tool that she needs to become one of rap's main solo girls and one of a main headlining girl as her own. Another reason why this album flopped, of course, the rollout was terrible. I don't even know if there was a rollout. I couldn't tell you if there was a rollout. I couldn't tell you, honestly. I don't even know. I didn't see anything. I didn't see a lead single. And I remember they came out with that song with Usher. And when Usher pretty much sung the whole entire song, and even though they sampled a sample, I hated this whole era right here. You could tell they were reaching for another hit, something, and it didn't stick. But now we got other girls to look at and talk about. And no shade, there's more girls that's more raunchier than y'all. So now we got the Sukis, and we have the Lottos, and like the Sexy Reds, and we have the girls that kind of take it even further than what the City Girls talked about. It kind of became everybody a city girl, but the girls that's out here talking like city girls is being more ratchet than city girls. They out city girls and the city girls. That's what happened. Oh yes, because now y'all cute now. Because like I said, JT and Carisha got, in my mind, humble opinion is my opinion. I can say what I want. It's my opinion, not fact. But I feel as though they got too engulfed in the celebrity lifestyle and lost sight of what they really wanted to do with that brand. And that's from QC and the girls. No shade. So I say all that to say the City Girls had no evolution, no growth, nothing. So this new album comes out and it feels like 2018. What have the girls given you something that you have not heard before? No shade. It's only so many iced out Pateks and Philippe's and Birkin bags and popping pussies on the nose that you can talk about. No shade. And if you want to be really, 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 really cunt, the subtopics that they talk about, rich men and money and materialistic things and getting those and acquiring those things and pimping, being that girl like that subject matter only goes so far. No shade. And if you look around, every girl that tried to steal that formula is now switching it up because it's only so many records you can make talking about said topics. You've said it all. An album never was going to work for the City Girls in the first place. Let's be honest here. The City Girls brand is good. Like I said, follow along with me. Like I've been saying, the songs are viral hits. They're memeable, relatable, funny moments. An album full of those memeable, funny moments is not going to be well received by a general public. It may be well received by a niche audience, which will still serve, which is why the girls sold 6 to 8K, because that niche audience is going to support that. However, the City Girls, in my humble opinion, because of the branding and how the marketing has been set up for the girls throughout the years, was never going to be able to make a piece of work that was going to be generally accepted and have these big, huge numbers. That wasn't going to happen because they set themselves up for failure for that with the branding and the marketing of the brand of City Girls all this time. So I say all this to say, JT, I hope you go off and make a beautiful career. Carisha, keep taking over the media, girl. Do your thing. The City Girls, though, the brand, y'all can let that go. Y'all can always be City Girls. Y'all can always be City Girls. Y'all can always come back together to make a cute little viral hit moment. No shade. But that's about it for me with the City Girls. All right, Titans Army, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this topic and this call. Do you feel how I feel? Or you got something else to say? I would love to know. All right, Titans Army, thank you for always picking up my call. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, Army.